Well, that was unexpected. I guess there are now 50% tariffs on all Canadian small business goods going into the US. Big companies are fine, but little guys like us, not so much. I gotta say, since I finished working at my day job to do this full time, an amazing company, a US company where I did things like this R2D2 AI project. A lot of these projects actually came from work projects. Great company, but at the same time, we just got too big here and decided to hit it out on our own right when this trade war started. There's so many subtle things on this trade war. One of them is the feeding frenzy of the shipping companies. Shipping under Kuzma, that took 2 months to figure out, by the way. 2 months of shutting down right after I decided to do this full time, to get all the Kuzma stuff figured out, to make sure we had enough Canadian content, to make sure enough transformative processes, yada, yada, yada. And we did it. And we opened up, and we were right on track on our plan. And now Kuzma doesn't apply, and everything we sell has 50% tariffs. And I got to tell you, 90% of our business is with the US by design. We've always been great neighbors. I mean, on a personal level, we still are. I went to the Princeton Rodeo not too long ago, and the US flag was flying high alongside the Canadian flag. We've always had an intertwined culture, as much as recent transpirations have tried to create another circumstance, let's say. So, what do we do as small businesses drop by the droves? Well, fortunately, we're running very lean because we're mostly an R&D shop. We're mostly developing cool things, and sales and whatnot are a secondary thing to BlamCon and Props 3D, which is a really amazing place to be. It was supposed to be first thing as of phase 2, start to grow this out, start to be able to afford to be able to produce more content, more how-tos, and get some of our hundreds of projects out there. Show you a really cool one I just put together. This is actually Paul, the UK part of the Props 3D team. He made this amazing, to some people this may be an old 80s phone, but those who know their science fiction will be pretty stoked right now, I think, to see the original Series 1 sliders timer. It has so many awesome working features on this. Hold on. Oh, I think I got a loose wire in this. Literally just put it together. It should be going up and down, but I literally just put it together, and there's always a little tweaking that goes with that. It's all good. But look at that. Flipper works. Light on the top works. Dial should work. I mean, it is working a little bit. Oh, it is working. Why is it flashing? There it goes. I think I probably got a loose connection in there, but you can see it going up, and with that, the lights are changing. This is super cool. This is actually going off to a show in a few days in Toronto for very cool reasons, and we've got a couple other cool things happening in that show, which brings us to what to do. Are we boned? Absolutely not. The thing is, we did look at the tariff codes that are covered. The BlamCon is a generic HID device that works in, you can use this to use Excel and Word, etc. This has every function of a mouse. We could just rebrand this as a mouse, especially with the new camera. We are transforming the system, and this is now essentially the specs of a gaming mouse, so we could just sell it under that. And we very well may do that. But right now, we're so close to having the camera done. We're so close to being able to release some amazing projects we've been working our butt on, like the new version of the Lawgiver, the Aliens Pulse Rifle, and just a lot of cool stuff that taking 2 to 3 weeks to rebrand to something, when we already built our name on something else, just seems like a silly move. So we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is, if you place an order from the US, we are just going to hold it in escrow for you. We are going to wrap it. We're going to get it ready. I mean, this day and age, think of it like Kickstarter. If I get something from Kickstarter within a year, I'm happy. I think maximum a couple months, this will all blow over. At the same time, if it turns out to be a longer term thing, we can just do the rebranding. So regardless, you'll get what you paid for as soon as we can. We'll have it wrapped and stamped and ready to go for you. And on the other note too, Paul, again, who made that amazing sliders timer. Well, the other one's up there. This one's actually signed by John Rhys Davies himself. That one's a permanent fixture as of today up there. Paul is going to take a little hiatus from the BlamCon UK store because we are making our own cameras, because we are making our own components, and because I've expanded operations here and streamlined things. This location is kind of becoming a well-oiled machine with owned tasks, etc. And you got poor Paul over there running around with little hammers doing this and that and doing all these things himself. So we're going to move all the operations here for the time being. And as well, also, I am very gracious to Paul as well. This is kind of unrelated things, but that happening too also helps us out here over in Canada while we try to get through this insanity. I mean, otherwise we're just gonna keep on as usual. The video I actually wanted to release, I had a really cool video on all the different phases of this project, from the very first phase 0 up until the upcoming phase 4, but I'm gonna hold that video and I'm gonna post this one instead because I think this is a lot more pertinent. We're not going anywhere. In fact, we are increasing our releases. Our next phase, which we're in a phase we call Great Scott right now, which is a phase of innovation. We're not trying to release a lot of different products. We're trying to release focused and innovative products like the BlamCon Buddy Wireless and both the foot pedal and the handheld. We are working on the new camera. We are working on the entire ecosystem and infrastructure in order to make everything more streamlined, in order to be able to make really cool things. Like we now have the Props 3D version of the BlamCon core with a lawgiver. So now you can build your own lawgiver, drop this in, get voice recognition, get all the cool features, just like you can on BlamCon with free updates as drag and drop firmware, everything the same as BlamCon. So that was a super cool milestone. We're just hitting now. The lawgiver's next on the release. It's sitting there right now, actually, enough to do a couple of runs worth. We are going to do those runs, but again, if you're in the US, you will have to wait a little bit. If you do want it now, tariffs are 50%. Don't let me stop you from supporting your government. Just let me know. Anyone with a current order from the US who has purchased when I have put the notice up, wait and see what happens. Now it has happened. I will email you and give you the option of just holding on or to just getting a full refund, because I'm going to modify that notice and just say we're going to hold on and we're going to make it an opt-in in terms of shipping and you prepaying that wonderful surcharge. So otherwise, things truck on as normal. The sliders timer is now ready for the show. Another cool thing, the BlamCon Road Warrior is off to the same show. Mel Gibson will be attending, so put 2 and 2 together, and that'll be back in a week. And another really cool wall hanger. So take care all. You know, the world's in flux, but overall, we're all the same people. So things will move along. Oh, I will put an addendum here. So if you're just here to watch my update, boop. Okay, addendum. Here's something really funny. When this thing got announced, I mean, you got to admit, I'm not too bad at old man yells at camera here. I've been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. Even for my previous company, I did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of customer communication videos. I used to do television over in Asia. I've hosted a lot of TV shows. I'm not so bad at this. And I'm noticing right now on YouTube, you know what's getting all the attention? Anger content. Yes, the rage. I know they call it rage baiting, but it's more of a machine right now of engagement. And it was so tempting to do one of those videos. You don't understand. And I came across this wonderful video from this woman. I'll try to find a link to it. It was something I just came across while I have something on the side screen while I build sometimes. And she's talking about how she did fall down that hole and her income went up tenfold. But just how soul-sucking producing that vitriol is. We have so many cool videos to make from skills. Look at the stuff we do, all the interactive stuff. I'd way rather teach a small group of people how to make something cool, to have a dad make something for his kid, to have some STEM young lady decide to make a lightsaber, to learn some skills. There's just so much coolness to be had in good content. So I tried this is my version of that video, just trying to keep it factual. This is the thing, right? Canada and the US have always shared a border. We've always been close. We've never, I grew up here. I spent some time overseas in South Korea, where there's a very different neighbor. 10 years I spent there, and a very different neighbor with a very different relationship. You come here and it's not a big deal to even drive across to the US to, go spend the day in a park, to equally have Americans up here enjoying Science World with us, or many of the things Vancouver has to offer. None of that's changed. This will blow over. And until then, yeah, we'll be here making cool things and releasing them for free for you guys to update. So thank you all. And a very final thank you to all the Patreons who are supporting us in this time. That is becoming an immense cornerstone to help keep going. So, yeah, crazy times. But there's many sane people. Later on.